Welcome Dito's Chief Revenue Officer, Attorney Adel Tamano.
Nice to be here. Good morning, everyone. I have to say that first, I think our CEO gave a very great presentation. Can we give our CEO, please, Sir Eric, a round of applause. And seeing all these achievements that we've had over the years is quite heartwarming. But what I'd like to do now, actually, is take you back to the start. So you can see where the idea of Kaya Dito actually came from. So Kaya Dito, as our boss has said, it's not just a slogan, all right? I know you've probably heard this so many times, but really, it's not just a slogan, it's not just some battle cry or tagline. Actually, it's the DNA of this company. And I'd like to share that with you in these few moments by bringing you back. Back many years ago, the first picture that I'm going to show is November 6, 2019. I'd like to introduce you to someone that kind of looks a little bit like me, but not exactly like me. That was the night before we went to the NTC to submit our bids to be named the new major player. Now, I'll share with you a story that not many people know. If you see those two bags, they are our bids. One bag has a low bid. The low bid says we're going to invest only this much, have a bit of a lower in terms of population coverage and speed, mas mababa. The other bag, higher. And we ended up submitting the higher bag, which means we had much higher targets, but that was also, as I look back, Sir Eric and team, actually was good for us. Because if we had given the lower bag, I think it would have been much harder for us to compete. Now, where does the Kaya Dito story start from here? Actually, before I left to bring these suitcases, no, I didn't bring them. I actually brought them to a hotel. Ganun ka-secretive kami. To a hotel near the venue the night before because no one can see what our bid was. But before I got to the hotel, I talked to my boss. I talked to Jen Boy. And the conversation went like this. I said, boss, if we win, we're going to have to come up with 250 billion pesos. We're going to have to set up a company, a joint venture. We will have to go through so many regulatory and other issues. How are we going to do this, right? And at that conversation, although we said it differently, what we said was, Kaya Dito. Kaya Dito. At the time we were dito, at the time we were Miss Latel, for those who would remember. Miss Latel was Mindanao Islamic Telephone Company. And the purpose of Miss Latel was actually to serve the underserved. And that's why a bit of that DNA also entered us. But part of what we are doing, as Sir Eric rightly said, be the Antelco, serve the underserved. So, we went, the next picture, me embracing another guy, that's because we won the bid. Another picture will show you us submitting the bid. And on November 8th, we were provisionally made the new major player. And we finally got our official status on November 18. A lot of 8s in the Dito story. In fact, we also launched commercially on March 8th, 2021. 8 is a lucky number, supposedly. When we won, I thought, okay, my job is done. I'll just take it easy now. We won the bid. But it wasn't like that. Why? Because we had to go to Congress. I'll show you another picture. This is January 28. We were in the Senate, and at the Senate, questions arose, no? Kaya niyo ba itong gawin to set up 1,500 towers in 2 years. Kaya nyo bang mag-come up with that money? Can you hit, we were asked to hit 55 Mbps download speed in our second year of operations, which was 5 times the national average. Can we hit that? The senators were asking us, our competitors were laughing at us, saying we were dreaming, we can't do this. But that's me, that's Sec Rio, I don't know if you remember Secretary Rio of the DICT. That handsome guy over there to my left is Jen Boy, who will also talk to you later. Jen Boy told me, not just kaya dito, I think what you said was, kayang-kaya dito. And true enough, if we go to the next slide, after this, true enough, and as the boss already talked about it, no? In 4 years, we had 15 million subscribers. We built over 7,300 towers. We're available in 950 cities and municipalities all over the Philippines. Kung pwede magyabang ng konti, our revenue growth for this year is over 20%. Our subscriber growth is over 40%. And it started from that spirit, that it's kaya dito. This spirit will also infect or be part of the branding that we will be sharing with you. But I wanted to take this time to share with you that dito story. The last thing that I do want to say on this is I was quite inspired by what our CEO said. Because when you talk about kaya dito, it doesn't just have to be about dito. It can be about our country, our aspirations for the country, and in our own small way, like as I referenced Mindanao Islamic Telephone Company. Dito, our direction is, of course, we're a company, we're here to earn profits, to have, build our business, but a big part of it is also nation building. That's part of Kaya Dito, that's part of our DNA. I wanted to share this with you before we go to the beautiful branding that we have and the more commercial stuff, just so you know the history of Dito. And when we talk about Kaya Dito, it's not a slogan, it's not a tagline. It's the very DNA of this company, and hopefully it's a DNA that will also affect the people who are here. And maybe, perhaps, the spirit will also enter our government and other things that we want to change and improve in this country. So with that, I think I'd like to say thank you for this time, and please do take it into your hearts na kaya dito. Maraming salamat.
One more time, give it up for Atty. Adel